And we're live. Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And the GOATs are back. The big lads, the best team in the URC, the Buggers, the Lions, are hosting the Dragons in the second last clash of the URC weekend. It is at Ellis Park, and we are finally back, lads. We are finally back. And now that international crap and all that, the Springbok side, all that's done, we can really get back to the big boys, the big leagues. And that is, of course, the Emirates Lions in action tonight, or today rather, against Dragons. It should be a really cool match. I'm going to put a poll out there. And now is the time. It's the post-international season. And it's now time to really get involved in the URC. Really get behind and start getting hyped for, the Challenge Cup, the Champions Cup coming up. And getting into our local rugby, because the next time we will see international rugby will be Six Nations. But the next time we see the Springboks in action will be July next year. So it's going to be a while, which means that we need to really get ourselves hyped. We've got to start really enjoying the URC. We've got to start watching more rugby. We've got to start getting into our sides. We've got to start backing our sides. We've got to start really getting excited about what there is to offer. And, this afternoon, we have got a really nice clash between the Lions and the Dragons. And some SAA players back for the Lions, which is quite cool. And hopefully we will see a proper performance on the home side on this Sunday afternoon. Because I don't have time for them to buckle. I really don't. I'm having a good weekend from a sporting point of view. The Box getting that win yesterday. So life was good. But if they're going to lose today, the Lions are going to lose today, I'm going to be very upset with life. We will also wait and see. The kickoff is in about 6 minutes' time. So a little bit of time here. And so I thought we'd have a look at the two teams. This is how they will be lining up. We look at the Lions. Steve Tole, PJ Buerta, Ruan Dre in the front row. Ruben Skuma next to his captain, Red North Nachel, Emmanuel Chutuka, Ruan Strali, Franco Horn, no Ruan Fenter in the match day 23. Selena Humber is back from duty with SAA, and he partners Jordan Hendrickson in the halfback combination. Edel van der Merwe partners Raps Bwana, who is back in the setup. Starts on the number 14 jersey. Kuhn Horn back at fullback, which is really cool to see. Morris Lowe, Hecker and Blake will continue their centre combination. Off the bench for the men from Joburg, Jakob Asahi, JP Smith, Asanate and Hlabakanya, Peter Jansen from Furen, Siwasi Sangweni, Andrew Warner, Johnny Lombard back from the SAA, and Xander Duplessis. But for the Dragons up front, it is Aki, Sueli, James Benjamin, Lloyd Fairbrother. In the second row, it's Joe Davies and Sean Lonsdale. Aaron Wainwright, Ben Fry, and Ross Moriarty, a pretty good loose trio. Aaron Wainwright in particular, I think I really do rate him. And Ross Moriarty, international capped. The halfback pairing for the Dragons is Lewis Jones next to Sam Davies. Your two wings are Sio Tompkinson, David Richards, Angus O'Brien at fullback, Steph Hughes and David Richards. Jack Dixon, Steph Hughes in the centres there. Off the bench for the men from Wales, it is Ellis Shipp, Josh Reynolds, Chris Coleman, Matthew Screech, Hugh Taylor, Shea Hope, JJ Hanneman, Jordan Williams. The referee for today is Sam Grove White. He'll be assisted by Griffin Colby and Zwingeli Jalasweni. The team official for today is Ben Blaine. We've got a comment, we've got a poll going on in the comments, so we're going to go and vote there. Let us know who you think's going to win, who you back in to get the business done. And let's learn, shall we? Because the URC, it's been a good weekend so far for the South African sides. We have gone 2 from 2, and now we need the Lions and then the Sharks to sort of finish up the job and make it a clean sweep for South African sides in the URC. If you haven't got your beverages, go and get them right now. I'm going to get myself some water and stuff like that, so please do smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel in the meantime. We are busy chasing 23,000 subscribers. We went past 27,000 last night, so we're less than 250 away, despite what that says on the screen there. Take a while for it to update. We're actually less than 250 away from 23,000 subscribers, which is very, very exciting. So a big shout out to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Don't do that. But go drink stuff like that. Make sure you're ready, because kickoff is in about 3 minutes time. So when we get back here, we will be taking you through the game. Back-to-back kickoffs here, 4 o'clock for the Lions versus Dragons, followed directly by the Sharks taking on Cardiff. And the final 2 URC games before the final URC weekend, before we go into the Challenge Cup and the Champions Cup, which is what I think a lot of South Africans are really, really excited about. So, a nice little way to end the weekend. Let me know who you think's going to win. Leave me some score predictions in the comments as well. And I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Right, so we've just seen Dragons come out in their red kit, and now the Lions in their white kit will make their way onto the park. Who are you guys backing? Who are we supporting? What are you guys thinking? What's the chat for this game? What do we think? What players are we excited to watch? Very keen to see Kieran Horn back in 15 jersey. I thought he was really good there last season. I think that it's where he is. I mean, you get the best out of him. No, I just got Sarah this week. As Reynard North Knockle leads his side out. But yeah, I think Kieran Horn's an exciting player. Obviously, what's with Sunday games? Well, I think it's just a scheduling thing at the end of the day. You know, we had 2 international matches yesterday. You don't exactly want to schedule a match, a second match in this at the same time as the Springbok match. So I had to move. But we have, I mean, I think Sunday games is quite a normal thing in across domestic rugby. You see a lot of Sunday games on top 14, even Premiership. We see midweek games, for example. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Ideally, you want to see them on Friday, Saturday, but not the worst thing to have some Sunday rugby. Morris Sloan picture, what a revelation he's been. Had a very slow start to the season in his first game, but after that has not looked back and been pretty superb for the Lions, it must be said. And we'll be hoping for another big game from him this afternoon. We're kickoff. Dragons will be playing right to left. Lions left to right. Lions will be receiving kickoff. And the whistle goes. And we do have play underway. And it should be a first touch for Frankie Horn. It takes it well and takes into contact. So a solid start for the Lions. Snell the Humber sporting a new haircut in that he's basically got no more hair. So a bit of a new look for the man who's had a few minutes for the SAA during the last couple of weeks. As the Lions just sort of changed their angle. Now he'll sort of roll it back and I'll give it to Jordan Hendrickson. Yeah, we'll go back to Jordan Hendrickson. He's got a very large boot. He is not going to find touch, but he's going to launch it deep. Moriarty coming up. Who wants it? Chatruka does make the tackle. Now Dragons shifting over to the right. Big carry there by Ben Fry. Now there's Joe's slow ball there. Long pass out wide. Good tackle there being made by Frank Horn. He doesn't look particularly happy. I think he's done a bit of his ankle a bit, so that's not good looking signs for the Lions. Frank Horn is one of our best players, so to go down early would not be ideal. Good carry there. The ball's coming loose. Turnover ball. Sam Davis trying to get his hands to the tackle. And now Snare and the Humber spots a bit of space in behind. Ras McClana is chasing, and it's going to run out. Could have been interesting, actually. If that stayed in, there was actually nobody behind. The question is, though, where was it? Is it 50-22? I think it is, you know. Yeah, this is brilliant for Snare and the Humber. Again, you know, if it's 50-50, because if the ball had stayed in, Ras McClana would have actually probably picked it up and gone all the way. But it is a 50-22. And we wait to see if Frank Horn will be able to continue. I don't see him there. There's a break in players who wait to see if Frank Horn will continue. He does jog towards the line, which is a good sign. Right, PJ Bush with ball in hand. Nice early line. Let's get a solid set piece. Let's get a nice try early, shall we? They're going to go in front of the line with North Knockle. The captain does take. Probably a penalty advantage as well. So it's available. So then the Humber comes to fetch. They're looking to try and keep it in. As it's broken away. Right up against the touchline. They're going to be able to stay in. It is available from the Humber. Marius Lowe. 50-50 pass to goes forward with Jaden Hendrickson. But there is a penalty. And I reckon we'll very much look to go to the corner once again at the back of that. So a solid start so far. Go to the corner. Get a try. Let's get going. Let's get going. I would say, hey, go Lions. Still on a high from block win. Didn't say Lions by 20. Haven't checked the team sheets from Vake playing today at centre. Yes, he is. So we are going to take the 3 points here. Joe Hinkham and Vake is at outside centre. Morris Lowe at inside centre. Yeah, so just too early there from. Actually, I think it's actually Fairbrother that's coming around the corner there and on an offside position. But Jordan Henderson with his first opportunity of the game to get things going, get the score ticking after an opening 4 minutes. It's just off to the right hand side, and absolutely no issues. So that sails through the middle, and Jordan Henderson opens his account for the game, and the Lions get themselves going in the early stages. Good start from the home side. How's Manash? Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Frankie Orr apparently still not entirely happy, which is a bit worrying. Man in question. No, he's going to have to go off. He can barely run yet, chaps. Now, Jordan Henderson with his left boot, not his best clearance. But Jordan Hendricks, I mean, Frankie Hornier just can't. He can barely walk, your lads. We got to get him off. So it's an early substitution, yeah, I'm sure. He's trying to play through the pain, but I think we're going to get to see Sibusiso Sangweni come on. Yeah, he is being readied. And we'll see Manos Tuka shift to the back. Yep, Frankie Horn. That's not a good sign for the Lions. But with the Challenge Cup coming in, don't take the chance. Don't take the chance. He's such an important player for the Lions. Get him off. Get him on some ice. And let's get him ready for the Challenge Cup in a couple of weeks' time. It's too important to risk long-term injury here. So Sangweni comes on. Early substitute for the Lions. Not ideal. And it's a good-looking more. And now that the Dragons do break. Dixon carrying up. Now going on a bit of snipe. There is Louis Jones. Good to turnover, but illegally so. And a penalty for Dragons for not running away. I think it's against Jordan Hendrickson. So it looks like Dragons will be able to level the scores. Good snipe here by Jones. It's a good tackle by Sangweni. Sangweni manages to roll away, but I think it's actually against Peter Boyd for not supporting his body weight. And Sam Davis will also kicking T, so they'll also look to go for the poles and just try and square things up. Where are we at? Sean Barnett say, sweet, let's go Lions. Didn't say, hey Steve, am I being blind, or is the prediction link not in the description? Yeah, we have just had a couple of issues with the URC for this weekend, so yeah, we're not going to be able to do predictions today or for the URC games this weekend. We will have them back up next week. So yeah, the guy that does all the predictions, stuff like that, and manages the website, he had some technical difficulties and didn't manage to get the URC done, unfortunately, but it will be back, yeah, from next week. So don't stress. Apologies for that. And it's a good kick there from Sam Davis. So 3 points apiece after 6 minutes. And Lions are really having lost a player down, which is not great. Right, Jordan Hendrickson. Get his first restart underway. It's it high in the air towards the right. Ras Bakana is chasing hard. And the ball comes loose. And Sangweni, by the way, trying to sort of do his Ron Fenton impression with the same scrum cap. And a knock on there, so it's a good chase from McClanahan. And they just get it very right. Two Dragons players bumping off each other. And eventually it's Aaron Wader himself, actually, who knocks it on. So it'll be a first scrum of the day. On the right-hand side, full width of the field to work with. So there's a nice attacking opportunity for the Lions. Also be good to see how the scrum goes. Hopefully get a nice big hit and try and sort of assert our dominance early on. And as expected, Emmanuel Struka has gone back to the back of the scrum. He'll fill in an 8th man after Frankie Hornet is off with an injury. Pretty solid scrum from both sides. Now a bit of a second shove coming in from the Lions. They do take it out there. Nahamba going to Jordan Hendrickson. Oh, the ball's just opened up. Oh, no, they bought that. I'll tell you what. Hendrickson was through. The obstruction is the call, but I think they have milked that to a degree. I think there was a bit of obstruction, but definitely very much made it look a lot worse, I think, yeah. Hendrick and Vake. Yeah, he's miles away. Miles away. So penalty for Dragons for obstruction. So chance goes begging for the Lions. Dragons at the halfway line. And off the back goes Gwen Fry. Big tackle being made by PJ Buerta. Quick ball there. Now, well, that's... and how's that not obstruction? Well, it's a knock-on, but I was about to say, excuse me. You can't sit there and penalise us for obstruction, and then they get to do the same thing. Ah, the power's back. What a dream. Birching, yeah. What a thing. So we're going to have another scrum here. It looked like a pretty decent scrum from the Lions last time. They did use it quite quickly. Let's see, what happened with cricket today, Steve? Did you play? No, unfortunately not. It was too wet. So another reset scrum here. Just inside Lions territory. It is a Lions scrum. So opportunity to get a bit of a big shove going. Apologies for the disconnection. Yeah, when it actually comes back, it just takes a while for everything to sort of click back into gear. But here we go. Once again, pretty strong. Now second shove coming. And then we'll have another reset, Jack. Oh, come on, Mr. Ref. Make a decision here. Right, another reset, Jeff. I mean, I'm busy going watching all these resets. There's an elbow on the ground there, Mr. Ref. Make a decision, man. Thank you. Jeepers, how long is it going to take? This elbow's on the ground for half an hour. Yada. I don't know what you're complaining about, mate. I want to have words with the referee when your elbow's just standing on the... Shorts, who's your MVP of the Springbok season, Steve? Good weekend for the SC team so far for this box. Yeah, I actually want to do a couple of sort of wrap-up streams this coming week. We're going to try and do like a best 23 box. We're going to do some awards. We might do like player ratings, but like season ratings, you know, sort of 1 through to 10 stuff. So, yeah, Jordan Henderson, by the way, is going to have a shot at goal here. This must be about 56 meters, apparently. There's a video circling around on Twitter and social media about him slotting a 70-meter drop penalty. So, yeah, in theory, you should have no issue with the distance. But let's see if we have the accuracy. So, an opportunity here for us to get back into the lead. And here goes Jordan Hendrickson. It's looking pretty good. Yep, straight through the middle. Well, that's a nice little warning shot. Don't concede any penalty within 60 minutes in the polls because Jordan Hendrickson will punish you. But yeah, some of my candidates for the Bok MVP, obviously, Benetti's been massive. I think Sia Khaleesi's been massive. Malcolm Marks has obviously had a tremendous season. Curtly Orange has been sensational. Ruan Australia under the high ball there. Good take from him into the lineup this weekend. Getting an opportunity. No Ruan Fenter. We assume it's an injury, but haven't said much about it. Now Ruan Skuman just opening up a bit of a better angle here. So then the Humber goes back to Jordan Hendrickson. And Hendrickson once again won't find touch. Now Wainwright. Good tackle there made by him on Sungini and Morris Lowe. Good stuff there now. Drag us to the right-hand side, Davies. Cuts back inside is David Richards. Now they move back towards the left-hand side. Good hands. And the title, good tackle he made there by Steve Satole. And Sangweni, who was a tackle assist. Front foot ball here, Davies. Rush defense of McClellan. Now he has to wrap up his counterpart, Stuart Tomkinson. The ball falls back, and Sean Longdale is driven back. But on the angle there. So carried there by Ben. As Ben Fry, I think? No. Davies gets himself to the tackle. No! It's James Hendon. Good tackle there by Jordan Henderson. There's a penalty advantage. Davies pops it up. Oh, that's a great take. This is going to be a try. Oh, he's lost the ball forward. And it's over. It is a knock-on, thankfully. It was a bit sporadic, wasn't it? But thankfully a knock-on, but they're going to go back for the penalty. And the Lions defense just very much caught napping there. Checking he potentially had a card, apparently. Wait, man, it's Tuca's got a yellow card. We don't even know what for. For what? Oh my, that is such bullshit. How can that be a yellow card? That is a shocking decision. I mean, the poor guy's just running after him, and their legs clash, literally accidentally. He's not even like, I mean, so accidental, it's not even funny. And bang, they just yellow card him for that. Nah, man, come on, that is so weak. Well, now Lions down to 14 men. Dragons equal the score, and I think that's probably the worst yellow card we've seen all year. That is absolutely dreadful from the referee team. Goodness me. Not happy. Not happy at all. Ah, goodness me, that's annoying. Right, restart from Hendricks up. Could be pressure being exerted on Aaron Wayne right there from us McClellan once again. Slow ball this for the Dragons. Mitch Davis does look to find clearance. Won't find touch. First touch here for Kieran Horn. He goes inside to Jordan Hendricks there. Jordan Hendricks weighing up his options. Does decide to go to the air. Kieran Horn's going to chase hard. To be just outside 22. Kieran Horn makes the tackle. Pops it up. Long ball out towards Angus O'Brien. He pumps it downfield towards Edward van der Merwe and Jordan Hendricks. And the ball's still going. So Edward van der Merwe picks it right up by the 5 meter. Goes to the right side to Jordan Hendricks. I think Jordan Henderson, I think it's come off the side of his boot. That's not his best clearance. He will clear it up towards the 10 meter line, but definitely not his best clearance. What are we saying here? Happy says, scrum penalty, yes, reminds of the Springboks last night. Sean back in the Fair Sports Annual Awards. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Conor Gale said, I don't expect anyone to take this well, but I said Brady Fafter Clerk is so good being annoying. Nat, you want under your heel. Yeah, no, listen. He's a proper scrum off in terms of getting under the opposition's skin, pushing the boundaries, things you love to see. Hey, Brew, agree with this crap call. Steve's Wolf for West yellow card of the year goes to you. That is absolutely dreadful. To yellow card for that's pathetic. Good tackle there. Jordan Hendrickson back up to his feet as well, looking to try and turn the ball over. I think it has turned it over. Jordan Hendrickson, I'll tell you what, that is a brilliant turnover. Now Hickman back looking at going to the boot, goes out to Edward van der Merwe. Van der Merwe slips in front of his defender, and this is going to be a penalty. I'd be very surprised if it's not. No, we do manage to maintain it. Good work there being done by Ruandre. Inside to Ruben Skuman. The Lions trying to regain their attacking shape here. Still well inside their own halves. And then Humber goes back to Jordan Henderson in the pocket. Henderson going for distance. Tomkinson back. will have an opportunity to turn the favour. We'll look for touch. It's decent touch fine as well from Tonkinson. It'll still be really, yeah, it'll be really nice to see the looking at the hit there on Marius Lowe and Jordan Hendricks. It'd be nice to have seen that yellow card again because jeepers me, I think that could be one of the worst yellow cards ever. We're going to have a water break here as we are about halfway through the first half. So far, Aussie scores even. The Lions down to 14 men after a bullshit yellow card to Emmanuel Tuka. Not happy with that at all. Yeah, I think both teams are still sort of settling into the game, really. We haven't seen too much from either side. The Lions are so far set pieces have been all right. Playing in the right areas. Dragons have had a couple of line breaks, but I don't think either side have really shown much. So still kind of sort of get to grip, still kind of sort of settle. It has been a while since both teams have played. It was a large gap between the last URC game and this game, pretty much a month through the almost to the day. So you do expect a bit of rustiness from the teams. All right, so finally back underway. We're 25 minutes in. I mean, actually, I'm so over these water breaks. The sooner they've been, I just don't understand. When will they bin them? Is this not going to have to be between a season type thing? Because surely we won't have it with the World Cup because it is dreadful. Right, we'll restart with the lineup. PJ Burch on the 10-meter line. Goes to Ruben Skuman. Looks set the rolling maul now. PJ Burch controlling things at the back. Once is the call. Used as the call. Now Sidney Hammer's going to have to take it out. Now they're broken away. And eventually it is open. It is available just outside 22 now. Steve Toilet. Strong carry as well. Now we go down the short side of PJ Buerta. Not too many options, so he just puts his head down, but the Lions into the 22 now. Number flat to Ruben Skuman. Patience build-up needed now for the Lions. Jeepers me, that's a big tackle on Henk van Veek. Hope he's alright, because goodness me, I mean, he went over in a heap there. Now the Hamber up to North Knuckle. Yep, Henk van Veek is fine. That's a good thing, because it was a big tackle on him. Bit of a grass cutter. Strong carry there from Ruben Skuman. Now Henk van Veek. It's a bit of carry from him. Now Hammer decides to go to the right-hand side to Ruan Strali. Steps to the inside of one. Now Ruan Drea. Pretty good defense here so far from the Dragons. Lions not getting too much advantage. Now Sanguini. Ten phases so far. Ruan Strali with a bit of space now. Now Kieran Horn comes and joins the line. Kieran Horn. Strong lead drive. We're getting a few meters. It's a bit better for the Lions. A bit more than 10 coming from them. Penalty advantage as well. And the penalty does come. I think it's a no-arms tackle is the call. Can't say Stephen DJ right when he got thrown out of the ruck and reacted by clapping, smiling. I thought, oh, please, fast stop. You won the penalty. Any grass cutting tackles no longer penalised. Yeah, I wanted to have a look at that one from Henk van Veek. As long as it was wrapped, it's okay. But it didn't look particularly, in real time, it did look pretty poor. And now Ruben Skuman's down. Looks like a lot of pain. This is not good news because we've already had somebody go off. Frankie Horn is off. So I'd really not like to be putting on Peter Jansen Furen in the 21st minutes. The Lions do go for the corner though. They're not going to go take the 3 points. Play with a bit more confidence here. And I want to get the full 3 points. And I'm not upset with that at all. Ivan van Zyl watching on from the coach's box. He's a very nervous watcher, is Ivan van Zyl. Go to the front of the line to the lines. Around North Narkle, the captain taking it. And the ball's gone down to knock on. Come on, man. Bloody PJ Buerta. And just during the pass, just losing it. Oh, that's so amateur hour. Come on, lads. Sloppy. Very, very sloppy so far. Right, so scrum here. On the deep inside of the Dragons 22. It goes down. We have another reset. Hate resets. Hate reset scrums. You can see far too many of them. Hurry up. Let's get the game going here. Come on, people. I need a reason to celebrate. I need people vibing. I need tries being scored. I need to be woken up here. It's been a long weekend. I need some exciting rugby here. Right now, I'm not seeing exciting rugby. Where's the excitement? Give me exciting rugby. Off the back, Moriarty. And just trying to get over that ball once again. You see Sangweni coming with the counter ruck, but Dragons eventually managing to get back to Sam Davies. And that's clearance as far as the 10-meter line. So it's a good exit there from Dragons, but still inside their own half. And I think that Chatuka should be back onto the park. So no harm done there. No points being conceded during the time that Chatuka was off. So we can breathe a little bit, a bit of a sigh of relief there. Another player down now, this time for Dragons. Give me 2 seconds. Right, ready to get going again. The line just inside, just past the team line of the Dragons. They do go towards the back of the line out. Will be Ruan Strali who fumbles it, and it's actually gone back to Ruan Strali. Ruan Strali's broken. Go, Ruan! Go! Inside ball! Oh, what a take from Ruan Skuman! Up to 5 meters line. One more. Come on, lads. Get right. Oh, my Nahamba has just bulleted it into the bloody, I think it was North Narkle. Now a bit of a fumble for the Dragons under pressure there from Henker van Veek. But, oh, how did we butcher that? Now back to Davies. Sorry, it's O'Brien. He does find clearance. Ah, that was annoying. That could have been a try. That could have been a try. The messy line out. And it actually falls back towards Ruan Strali. Off he goes. Inside ball's a brilliant pickup from Ruan Skuman. And then just wanted to get out quickly, and the Humber's just thrown straight into round North Knuckle. Or was it actually? I think it's into Australia, actually. Now, more treatment for Dragons players. We can try and slow the game down, I think, to a certain degree. Right, another opportunity from the line-out. Territory stats so far looking good for the Lions, but got to try and make this count. There's no point playing in the right areas, having all the possession, having all the opportunities, and not getting any points. So more points needed. They go to the front of the line to Ruben Skuman. PJ Porter breaks off the back. Showing going himself. Now Nahamba short to Tuka. Back onto the park. Good carry from him. Quick ball needed. Nahamba popping it up to Ruan Strali. Now Ruan Drea. With Sanguini and behind him, just short of the 22. Nahamba going to Shatuka once again into the 22. Good work here. This one the Lions. Good solid gain line carries. Now Sanguini. Now looking to go back towards the left-hand side now. Nahamba goes to Cesar Tole. Just inside the 22. And Nahamba almost caught on the ball. Giving it away to PJ Buerta. So Lions still with possession. Emmanuel Shatuka pick up and go. Not too much taking straight here for the Lions. So Nahamba looking to try and slow things down. Get things going once again. He goes to around North Knuckle. Makes a meter or two. Patient work here. Going into the 10th phase. Ruan Drea at first receiver goes to Hendricks. Hendricks popping up to Morris Lowe. Morris Lowe goes himself. Has been ripped in the tackle. But it is still on the Lions side. Now Nahamba to Emmanuel Shatuka. They've lost a few meters here, have Lions. Now Ruan Skuman. That's a nice carry from him. Getting back into the 22. Now Hendricks there. Not too many options. The ball comes loose. Nahamba off the ground. Good there. Kieran Horn back to Henkoff and Vake. Henkoff and Vake on the inside. A little bit isolated as Henkoff and Vake, but the sport does come. 14 phases now back to the pocket. Jordan Henderson got plenty of time. And he's nailed it. Oh, thank you very much. Well, we'll take that. We'll take that. Well, Jordan Henderson playing with plenty of confidence. Not too much on. I'll get him a messy and he decides, well, give it to me in the pocket and I'll slot a 3 and we can go and restart. Look at this. And bang. Easy as you like. Bit of a strange quick off, and Charlie gets it back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson looking for a big clearance. Goes down the throat of O'Brien and brings in Wainwright. Oh, it's Moriarty, actually. Dragons back to the Lions territory for the first time in a while. Inside, outside. Goes down the inside, does Steph Hughes. Now Ben Fry. Because anybody would like to tackle him. The ball's got forward off from him. Edel van der Merwe going to go clean up. Edel van der Merwe looking for a bit of space. Edel van der Merwe away from 1-2. Eventually brought down just shy of the 10 meter. Good carry there from the wing. We haven't seen too much of him so far today. Nahamba goes short to Tuka. Now Nahamba back to Hendrickson in the pocket. Hendrickson just hitting a bit of space down the right hand side. Launches a kick deep downfield. Taken by David Richards on the... I think it's actually Angus O'Brien who goes back to Jordan Henderson. Henderson will take it quickly. On the bounce, picks it up. It's Kieran Horn. Can he find... Oh, Kieran Horn. That is brilliant. That is a sumptuous 22. Fifth 22. That's what we like to see. Pinpoint. Pinpoint. Look at this. Sees the space. It almost looks like it's going too far to stage. And just inside. Bang. Thank you very much. Right, around North Markle, the line out. Come on, lads. Let's actually make this count now. Away is the call. Trying to get the running more going. It's slow so far, so PJ Boyd is going to have to use this. Number is lurking, and he's issuing for somebody to come down the blind side. And edging forward here, the Lions. Edging forward. Now a bit of a run. Keep going. Keep going. PJ Boyd, the ball is there. Penalty advantage as well. Number. Tomorrow's low. His first carry of the day, actually. And penalty. And we're going to see a card. Thank you very much, Mr. Ref. They've been bringing down this maul. So he will have a card against the Dragons. Get out of here. And it's Ross Moriarty who'll go into the sin bin for 10 minutes. Now go to the corner and actually make this count. Come on, lads. Let's go find some points here. Connor Hill saying, on a side note, Orenser should be starting 11, College 14. I can't remember doing anything all season in green. I don't think Mapimpi was bad, but yeah, I mean, you can't ignore the form of Kirkley Orenser. Very messy more there. The ball needs to try and come out here, and Namba is going digging. It is available. Goes to Ruben Skuman. Skuman gets a one. Still going as Ruben Skuman. There's no tackle release there, Mr. F. Number short to Manuel Stuka. Big carry from him. It's just short of the lines. And over. Thank you very much. It's been coming. It's been coming. Finally, we can convert a bit of pressure into points. It's coming a bit sort of like the Lions. It's Ruben Strowley sporting a new scrum cap today, and now he has a try to his name. Right, another restart from Hendrickson. Oh, the restart. 3 point, 2 points, 2 points there from Hendrickson. I was starting to get a bit nervous about the lack of conversion, but there it is. Ruan Australia goes over, and 14 points to 6 with 8 minutes to go. Well, 7 minutes to go. Call it 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes and about 10 seconds. So get to score at half time at this point, and I'll be quite happy. Try and find another try. I'll be very happy. And Dragons down to 14 men for the rest of the half. So let's see if we can try and make it count. Just haven't seen much pattern play really from the Lions. Haven't seen too much creativity. It's kind of just been sort of one-off runners having a go and keep having a go. The set piece, however, has looked alright. Looked pretty solid. We've used that to our advantage. To be fair to the Lions, I mean, Dragons haven't really threatened. I mean, apart from that one sort of line break, I would say that it has been a fairly comfortable performance from the Lions' point of view. If you go look at the stats, I reckon Territory is probably seeing about 55 to 45. So we have been playing in the right areas, which is the main thing. Ruben Skuman doing a couple of some running repairs on his boots. But let's go have a look at so 16-6, some of the stats. 51 to 49 is the territory, but possession 64 to 36. So yeah, the Lions very much dominating possession at the moment. So deep restart to straight down to Jordan Henderson. He'll have plenty of time. He's going to bring out the good old-fashioned torpedo. And he goes from 22 to just outside the opposite 22. Now Davies, drifting side. Eventually brought down by Henker van Veek. Now Fry, brought down by Manus Tuka and Steve Satole. Down the right-hand side, O'Brien cuts back on the inside, but runs straight into Ruben Skuman. Ben Fry, first receiver, to Davies. And Henker van Veek doing hard, but managing to get the offload off. Dixon now. Out to the right-hand side, showing go. Big defense needed, Jack, from the Lions. Bit of a snipe coming in there from Lewis Jones. And a bit of pressure here. Steve Torres does well to get out the way there. Now David's running into his prop. That's got to be a forward pass. Ref, yeah, it is a forward pass. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Not much happening here for the Dragons, and the Lions will have a scrum. And when I say not much happening, literally they're running into each other. There's just no idea. There's no sort of semblance of attacking shape there. I mean, literally, you give this to Davies, and he just runs into... he runs straight into Aki Sulili. And then a long forward pass out. We'll see possession gifted back to the home side. And I think at the moment, yeah, win the scrum, pump the ball back down, go and play their half. If you look at the tackles made, the Lions missing 3 out of 47 after being asked and 3 missed. I think it was about 50 and 4 being missed, or similar amount there by the Dragons so far. We will see Jack Dixon coming onto the flank here, with Moriarty still in the bin for the remainder of the half. So a big opportunity now for the Lions to really sort of press home this advantage with a scrum, win a penalty, 4 minutes, go and get themselves into Dragons territory, try and find another try for half time. Just try and kill the game off a little bit. Big scrum coming in. Big pressure. There's the penalty advantage. And Nahamba goes to Hendrickson. Hendrickson going by himself. Brings in Marius Lowe. Marius Lowe making a few meters. Popping up to Nahamba. Nahamba inside, outside. Seeing a bit of space. Go Nahamba. Look at the pace. Oh, the ankle tap is brilliant. But he's still going. Gets the offload away to Enkelman Bake. Penalty advantage over. That was almost a brilliant attack. But now the ball in behind. And Kieran Horn retreats brilliantly. Now what's Kieran Horn going to do? Just plays the long ball down there towards the right-hand side. And that's out in the full. So to go from being a brilliant attacking opportunity, we're now back inside our own half of the defensive line. Brilliant snipe there of this one from Nahamba. A great ankle tap. Hey Bruce says little errors killing our momentum. Lions boys need to work together. Sean says Lions need more creativity. One of runners not going to work. Well, it's not going too badly, to be honest. The one of runners we're making momentum. That's a horrible line from the Dragons. It will fall towards to Davies though. So, oh my living! This is just like schoolboy rugby at the moment. This is a very messy game. Not been a particularly good advert for the URC so far. Two very rusty teams, and yeah, the Dragons in particular are looking pretty woeful. I think the Lions actually just put together a 10-minute passage of play that of solid attack, and I reckon they could very well inflict quite a few tries on this Dragon side, who look pretty bang average so far in the opening 58 minutes. Solid scrum. Now comes the second shove. Yeah, the scrum dominance has been pretty impressive here. But there is the penalty advantage. And Hammer's got absolutely no interest whatsoever in taking the ball out. The Lions scrum has always been very solid. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, Julian Redding-Hayes, I've said it before, Julian Redding-Hayes would be the next scrum coach for South Africa. Doesn't matter who's involved. Doesn't matter. Players can come and go. This Lions scrum is always strong. And now it's a late penalty. It's probably just outside Jordan Hendricks' range. But I think more importantly, the Lions are looking for more than just the 3 points. So Hendrickson needs to find a good touch finder here. Finds touch just outside the 22 from the looks of it. Such a big scrum. It is such a big scrum. That is huge. Exactly what we want to see. Yep, to the 22, the Lions. Come on, lads. Just the hoot is about to go. So last play of the half. Can we find a try? Can we get ourselves into halftime with a 17-point deficit? Or sorry, 17-point difference. But the more pretty much stopped. Nahamba wants to try and use, I think. He's looking at his options. Jordan Hendricks to the right of him, as is Rasmus Kleiner, but Hendricks is actually pointing towards the left. Nahamba does take it and does go towards the left to Morris Lowe. Morris Lowe goes himself. Strong came Morris Lowe, popping up to Heckler Baker, who just pops it back. And it's all lost forward, but it's a penalty advantage, I think. Manuel Chuka shows and goes. Pretty sure there's a knock-on advantage. There's a knock-on there from the Lions. We'll take it. Nahamba pops it up towards Ruan Strali. Ruan Strali gets away from the first one. Pass out one. It's all back. We go back for the penalty. Knock it to the corner. Let's go. Come on, chaps. Barton says, actually, the commentary don't speak Welsh. Good carry this from Morris Lowe. And it's a nice idea. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a knock on it from the Lions in the build-up. So it should have been a penalty, should have been called a bit sooner. But either way, we'll take the penalty. And I think here comes kicking T. Yeah, that's the right idea. Just take the points, you lads. Just take the points. And Hendricks does add the extras. Perfect half. Well, not the perfect half, but a good half there from the Lions. They'll lead 19 points to 6 going to half time. The altitude will hopefully also kick in a bit later, so very much in a good position. Could be a lot more clinical, but a pretty decent performance from the home side in the opening stages. Frankie Horn limping down into the tunnel is not a good look. Something really did come on earlier. It has to look pretty good though, so let's see what the second half does bring. Right, and we're back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fair Rugby on Fair Sports. And the Lions leading the Dragons 19 points to 6 at half time. This is the start of the second half. The Lions now playing right to left. And early penalty for the Dragons for Lions going offside. Dragons down to 14 men. So not the best start for them. And the big thing I think for me is the Lions got to score first. Got to make sure they get the first points of the half, get themselves into a good position, and then just sort of bury the Dragons. Big couple of weeks coming up ahead for the Lions. You know, got the Champion Challenge Cup coming, and a couple of URC games, and you got a bit of a run now. And all of a sudden, I think they can find themselves in a good position with the URC. Hopefully, a good position within the Challenge Cup. A couple of players not available today. You know, Ruan Fenton not playing, for example. Hevanka Horn's gone off injured. Monica van den Berg's wasn't included in the 23. That's a knock on Shirley. Knock side is apparently the call from the referee. Big tackle there. And it looks like no subs after half time for either side. Ben Dixon coming on the back on the angle, but Walter met in the tackle by Chituka and Ruan Skuman. Now, Theo Tomkinson making a few meters. Dragons into the Lions half. Now looking to run from deep here. Chip over the top there. Van der Merwe is scrambling. Van der Merwe makes a very nice take though. So turnover ball here for the Lions. Well, commentator reckon there could be a red card coming for Henk van Wyk. They are going to check a potential head clash here. It's a very good take under the high ball there from O'Brien. And the Lions will be joining the next top and play because I think they are going to have a look at, I think it was the number 4 who Joe Davies sort of reeled away after that collision. Now Kieran Horn, good take from him under the high ball. A little bit isolated though. And Dragons winning a penalty. Now I'll be going back and have a look at this. So Henk van Wyk comes into the ruck here. And could we be entering red card territory? Where does he make collision? Henk van Wyk trying to make the clean out. And we're about to see another bloody red card. I'm so over red cards. I'm so over cards in general. They want to see it in real speed. And I think Henk van Wyk's going to be in a bit of trouble, yeah. Yep, it's going to be problem city here for Henk van Wyk. Over red cards. So, I mean, this is like, we've had 2 cards already this bloody half in this game. And now we're going to have, just as I think Dragons are back to full contingent, is Boss Moriarty on the park? Oh, that's going to be a yellow card. What a dream. Okay, it's going to be a yellow card. We'll take a yellow card, to be honest. And it's raining, just to make this game even sloppier. Yeah, so lightning could also be around, which is a genuine thing, because yesterday we saw how the Bulls had to delay kickoff because of lightning. So if there is lightning in the area, then they might have to take a break from the game. In which case, often if they don't come back on, then the basically what the score is now will be the final score. So from a Lions point of view, you'll probably be smiling actually if we were to suddenly not continue. Now chip across there. Kieran Hall's got a lot of space to take. So on top of concern. Up against the touchline. That was really, really soft. You know that. There was the overlap because of the extra man. And Kieran Hall's got a lot of ground to cover. Yeah, and Tonka just waits for it and rides the hit. That's annoying. That's annoying. That's annoying. Right, so 19 points to 11. Remains a 7-point game. Lions down to 40 men for the next, sort of 8 minutes or so, probably more. And it's another knock-on off the kickoff. So turnover ball for the Lions. Come on, lads. Now Hendricks throws a long pass out. That's a huge pass out to Edel van der Merwe. Goodness me. He's just throwing it half the length of the field. No advantage to go back for the knock-on. We'll take that. But Rasmussen has chased really well so far today. Right, come on, lads. Big scrum, yeah. Big scrum, the lads. Scrum was good in the first half. Very good in the first half, actually. They've had our Dragons number the entire game. And it's another penalty. Thank you very much. And the scrum dominance continues, and long may it continue, because that's been a massive... it's basically just relieve all the pressure. Every single time, when in doubt, you can take a scrum and win and get momentum back from the Lions. So, yeah, let's hope that continues for a while, because is becoming a very useful weapon. Penalty advantage as well from the line-out. So, free roll of the dice here for the Lions. So now another advantage. Still advantage. Joe Andrea comes away with it. Joe Andrea just short. And a knock on, but there's a penalty advantage. So we'll go back for the penalty advantage. Come on, lads. We need to start making these opportunities count. We're really not making the most of them, are we? I don't know why. I mean, it's like why would we want to make the most of them? Come on, man. Sort your cuck out. You should be leading by 14 plus points here. We're not, 'cause we're not taking opportunities. Come on, man. Long ball out towards Charlie. It's a good line out. Come on, lads. Boris Lowe's there. Here comes the running more. Russ McConnor is, I don't even know what he's adding to that, but he was there as well. Now the ball's gone down, but penalty advantage as well. Snena Humber pops it up. The ball goes loose. Picked up by Jordan Hendrickson. Hendrickson's over. Hendrickson's just having a baller of a day here. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, Jordan Hendrickson is just absolutely... You can't keep him out of the game. He's kicked 2 penalties, a conversion, a drop goal, and then he says, well, you know what, that's actually not enough, so I'm actually going to grab myself a try as well. This is a great piece of handling as well. The ball comes loose here, Snena Nahamba tries to pop it towards the right-hand side. He misses his target, which is actually PJ Buerta. The ball bounces up. He takes it up, does a one-hander to Hendrickson, and there's nobody in front of him, spins away from the one tackle and says, thank you very much, take a try. Easy as you like. And try will stand. They're looking to see if there was a potential knock-on. That's another good kick from Jordan Hendrickson. Well, he's having an absolute storm of a game. Anything he can't do. Goodness me. We're going to shy down to the high boys. Been pretty good there, actually, since the departure of Frankie Horde. Saw a bit of a shuffle within the back three. They go short to Andrea. Now Jordan Hendrickson launched the ball down. He hasn't really looked for touch from these positions. Now ball towards the right-hand side. There's a bit of a slip, though. So Granny comes up quickly. Eventually, he completes the tackle. Almost going a bit high there. O'Brien pick up and go. Now Dragons to the left. Now O'Brien trying to exert a bit of pace. Does anybody else want to make the tackle? Hendrickson comes and makes the tackle. Thank you very much, Jordan. Appreciate your work. A couple of comments there. Yellow and Wild Dangerous Milk that one should be just almost happy brew. Shows why we need Henko, not just defending, but organising it as well. Yeah, look, I mean, one-man overlap there with the trial is always going to be a bit of an issue. And we've seen the one-man overlap here as well. Penn said Jordan Henderson has scored full house points, try, conversion penalty, and drop goal. It's rare to see such. Yeah, I mean, he's just operating, isn't he? Oh, no, it's a shot. There's going to be a try. And Moriarty's. Oh, no, he's lost it forward. Hey! No, man. Now Manchester kicking. Well, go. Who's after that? That's a brilliant kick. Goodness me. That's a fantastic kick. This is a try-saving tackle. Good. And who is it? It's Jordan Hendrickson. It is, you know. And then look at this kick. Well, managed to come in clutch there. But once again, Jordan Henderson having an absolute storm of a game here. Bit of a messy line up there. Not too much chance. Davies goes to the boot. This is high in the air. It's going to be a tester. But in fact, it's not going to be a test because it's going to go straight out in the pool. Well, we'll take that. Couple of changes now for the Dragons. Right, 25 minutes to go. Come on, lads. Let's go score another try. Let's just put myself at ease a little bit. Good take there from Chituka, bringing in Marius Lowe. Marius Lowe, what a break from Marius Lowe. Needs support. Into the 22s, Marius Lowe. Quick ball needed. Andre Warner's onto the park. But it's a really good counter coming in from Dragons. A turnover ball. It's a bit annoying. PD had some Fury on as well. So a couple of changes for the Lions. And hand-to-hand on for Dragons as well. Screech on for Fry. And the Lions, by the way, back to a full contingent. So Henk van Beek is back on the park. Things you love to see. Good lance. I'm going to Marius Lowe. Now Warner flat to Chituka. Chituka, really good angle. Looking for the offload as well. Popping it up to PJ Buerta. PJ Buerta. This is better, lad. This is better, lads. Now Warner out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson not too many options. Popping over the top. Henk van Beek. Henk van Beek going on the inside. And just losing the ball forward to Rasmussen in contact. It's like been this flipping story of the day, hasn't it? It's always been sort of close but no cigar. Trying to get over the one and then trying to get the pass away. As he's just trying to get the pass away, he does get tackled and the ball does drift forward. This game's deteriorating. It's not been a particularly good game, if we're being brutally honest. PJ Buerta is, I think, a little bit nervous about the fact that the Lions have signed a hooker from Wasps, Mike van Vuuren. So putting a decent shift, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. Get Mike van Vuuren into this team. "31-year-old, very experienced player, was at Wasps. Before that was the Ealing Trailfinders. He's played for Northampton Saints. He's playing for Bath. Played for Leicester Tigers. Bit of a journeyman, former South African under 20. But given the fact that it is very much a position that the Lions need, pretty good signing. Hasn't really found too many sort of clubs where he's really settled in. He was kind of on loan for quite a few different seasons. So yeah, it is a bit of a journeyman, is Van Vuuren, but from the Lions' point of view, anytime we sign a hooker, I'm getting excited. Right, free kick, Kieran Horn. Returning the favour, going down the centre, landing it inside the 22. Good kick there from Kieran Horn. Thanks to Brian. Now we'll look to find touch. That's a good touch find inside Lions territory. With just 22 minutes to go. Come on, just one more try, chaps. One more try. That's a pretty messy line up there. That's Moriarty jumping onto it. It's a turnover ball for the Dragons. But turnover ball there. Good turnover from Morris Lowe. Andre Warner now. Landing into 22. Russ McConnell is flying after this, but it's going to actually run into touch. That is a brilliant kick from Andre Warner. 50-22. It's about the third 50-22 we've seen, actually, from the Lions. They really used it to their advantage today. Oh, that's a very ginger mo there from Andre Warner. Right, taking line up for the Lions. Let's just score, please. Like, can we just score? Can we just go and get over the line here? Pretty good looking rolling more. A lot of, but the ball's come to the side of the Dragons. Bit of a strange one. Now Dragons having to run from outside their own 22. They're shifting out wide. David Richards just sort of fallen over there. I think he actually might pull something here. And the kick over the top does come eventually from Dragons. How did they manage to get the ball out? What are we doing wrong here, people? And it's he's looking good there, David Richards. And as soon as he goes in the back there, yeah, you can just see pulls up. I think it's the hamstring's gone. Nothing worse. The hamstring's gone. Next thing you know, got Jordan Henderson all over you trying to steal that ball. And this will be the end of David Richards' game. I don't think we'll see him again. I think you can see Jordan Williams on very quickly. That's a hamstring gone. That's quite easy to see. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. Lions have lost their last two URC matches, both at Emirates Airline Park against Ulster and the Stormers. Yeah, thanks for reminding us, Supersport. Cheers. Come on, Dad. Just one more try, and I feel a bit more comfortable. At the moment, still very much in the driving seat, and I'll be very surprised about if Dragons do come back, because they really haven't offered much today. But the Lions just guilty of not taking the chance. We really should have put them away a while ago, if we're being brutally honest. And it's a bit annoying that we haven't. We need to start learning how to put teams away, because it can come back to bite you if you don't do it. But yeah, you do imagine the last 20 minutes, the Lions should have the upper hand with the altitude. Home ground advantage, really sort of start choking them. Yeah, and this does not look good for Richards at all. He's going to leave on a stretcher, and I think that's his hamstring gone. I think he could be out for a while here, you know. And another massive crowd, jokes, tiny crowd in the Ayers Park. We've got to get away from the stadium, unfortunately. We all understand, we all know how important the stadium is to South African rugby. It'll not draw crowds. If you go and have this game at any club ground in the province, you'll draw a bigger crowd. I mean, maybe 1,000 people there. You know, at a push. got to try and do something new. I mean, yeah, I get it's a world-class stadium. I get that's got world-class facilities, but it's just not working. We've got to do what's best for the fans. I mean, there's no one there. There's just nobody there. And why would you go there? On a Sunday afternoon, shitty weather, you're going to go to, the middle of Joburg to go and watch the Lions take on the Dragons. And it's not. All over the top to Marius Lowe, though. Bit of a variation of the line-out. Andrew Water looking quick ball going to Australia. Slow ball now from Warner to Chituka. Going back to Water again. Back to Ruan Drea. Now Warner going back towards the right-hand side to PJ Buertos, popping up to Jordan Hendrickson. Hendrickson getting past one. Hendrickson getting away from second. Good carry there from Hendrickson. Now Warner going to Chituka. Just outside 22 of the lines. Warner going back towards the right-hand side. Skipping out Hickman Vega. And then Jordan Hendrickson makes his first mistake of the game with a really sloppy knock-on. It's been a messy game. Oh, sorry. It's been a long weekend. I think a nap might be needed after this. Yeah, unfortunately, we won't be live for Sharks versus Cardiff after this. Do a whole bunch of other stuff we need to try and get ready for the week. So this will be our last watch along of the weekend, but hopefully it will be another good game. And at the moment, we're looking like we could be making a 3-from-3 for South African teams. So if the Sharks go and win later, it could be 4-from-4. But first things first, let's get the Lions over the line here. Da-dee-da-da-da-da. No, Dragons looking to run from deep. Hickman Vega putting a lot of pressure. Edel van der Merwe. Williams' first touch of the... And Hendrickson coming in and making a solid tackle on him. Taken back is the call. So it'll be a line but way back inside the Dragons 22. Can we please make this count? Can we please score a try? Can we please put this game to bed? And Green cover the back of the line to Hickman Vega. Hickman Vega back on the angle. In past two and eventually being brought down. Slow ball this from Andrew Warner. Marius Lowe sort of puts his head down to try and get a bit more momentum going. There's just no real attacking shape, is there? Now JP Smith onto the park in the 17 jersey. Warner to Sanguini on the shoulder. Now it's a bit better. Jordan Hendrickson drifting across. A couple of defenders needed to bring him down. The ball is still available. We have lost a bit of momentum though. Warner popping it up to Chituka, who's got Ruan Charlie on his back. And it's a solid carry there, making a few meters just outside the 5-meter line. Warner going to JP Smith. JP Smith breaks a couple of tackles, makes a meter or two. Quick ball now for Warner, popping up to Hickman Vega, who stopped in his tracks, but still working hard in the tackle, and now he's completely isolated, and this will have to be surely be a penalty, and is... This has been a tough watch, people. This has been a really, really tough watch. There comes Asanate and Clavacania, who's going to add a lot of weight to this Lions pack. Big man isn't Clavacania. Very talented. Former AC under 20. And Dragons trying to get their own more back from deep inside their own half. When was the last? I mean, I think the last time they were in the Lions half was probably when they scored, but they've barely been there. Now do break down the short side though. Williams kicks and chases. Kieran Horn coming across, but that ball is going to run dead. He's going to know he wants to go himself. It's Kieran Horn. Bounces off one. Still goes Kieran Horn. Eventually gets brought down just inside the 22. That is dreadful, dreadful support play from the Lions. Now there's numbers out wide. Big tackle they're coming from us, but Kleiner. Now, and it's a penalty advantage. Good tackle there from Makeup and Vake. Ross Moriarty pops it up. Dummy and go. Dragons on the doorstep here. Dragons. And they've lost it forward, have the Dragons again, so we'll go back for the penalty advantage. Not sure what the penalty's for here, actually. Well, very much against the run and play that, but yeah, I mean, can we just? I mean, this has just been a very painful watch. It's been one of the worst games of rugby I've watched in a very, very long time. Here comes Johnny Lombard. Here we go. Yeah, come on, Johnny. Right, eventually restart. Dragons to kick out. Lions still with a 15-point advantage. So, I mean, not panic stations, but it'll be nice if we can try and go find a bonus point try. But it's just been a very much a slugfest. Very, very sloppy. Neither side really pretty much together, to be honest. We're only more here now for the Dragons. So if I'm pretty well defended, but now comes the second shove. This is going to be a try, I reckon. No, it's just kind of short here. And surely going to use it. No, he's over. I mean, basically, the entire war stopped, but most of his team was ahead of him, was over the line, so he kind of sort of snuck his way through and went down to James Benjamin. Pretty good the more defense here, to be honest. It's almost been a bit of a numbers game here. Yeah, I mean, you can't stop him there. Literally just can't get to him. Right, 10-point game. This to make it an 8-point game. We're up against touchline. Looking good coming back inside. It's a good kick, actually. And it will become an 8-point game with just over 10 minutes to go. And the Lions has been very, very flat in the last few. Right, 26 points to 18. The Lions leading the Dragons with 10 minutes to go. Jordan Henson going to the right-hand side. Better take this time from Aaron Wainwright. You know what, genre now, for someone who's stolen literally the entire Lions Academy, I'd be very, very careful where you start throwing your slander. What would you guys be without all the players you stole from us? Don't come here with your "you're embarrassing us" nonsense. We're literally your flippin' we're your academy at the moment. Right, penalty, Johnny Lombard. Looks to find touch. Looks like a decent touch finder as well. Right, back to the 5-meter line. That's a bit looking more here from the Lions. Come on, lads. Keep grafting, keep grafting, keep grafting, keep grafting, keep grafting. Sanguini working hard, needs a bit of support. Ball is available for Warner. Goes to Asanate and Clavacania. Ball available to Andrew Warner. Goes to Ruan Strali. Ruan Strali a little bit isolated. Ball is available. Peter Yassif and Furin pick up and go. Penalty advantage for offsides. And there's the try. Well, at long last, at long last, we get the try. It's been coming, hasn't it? We've been parked in there for ages. So there's the third try. Come on, let's get a fourth try now. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Also, genre, let's like you also can't sit there and act like you know life was amazing at the Bulls when you beat the Ospreys yesterday, who were literally missing 10 players at the Welsh. I mean, you go and play Ospreys in a week's time, for example, and they've got Adam Beard, Alan Wynne-Jones, you know, Gareth Anscombe, George North, all the back. It's a bit of a different Ospreys side. In comparison, I think the Dragons are missing like 3 players. So it's basically the Dragons. Oh, there we go. Break from Andre Warner. He's got Sanguini. The ball's come loose. Picked up by Chutuka. Now taken from Van Beek. Van Beek needs to straighten. He does straighten into the 22. Pops it back up to Chutuka. Where was the ball forward? Ah, boring. I think it's a bit harsh. Not to mention that the Dragons are actually a better side than Ospreys. Ospreys have won 1 match the entire season. Dragons have won 3. So, better side was still leading by 15 points. So, it's not that deep. I mean, the Bulls won by what? 17 points, I think. So, this is a 2-point advantage on a better side. So, who's really embarrassing us? Yeah, exactly. You want to put it back to that? Penalty for Dragons. Last 5 minutes. It's been a scrappy game. It's been a proper game of 2 sides that have not played rugby in over a month. I mean, you're going to try and tell me that's coming through the gate. Really? Really? They go short to the Dragons, but bundled into touch. Singuini is alert to the threat. Freshness can the Lions coast to coast the last 4 minutes and score 1 more try. Do 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 do. Good step there from Australia. Now Warner goes to Lombard. Lombard sends it long, but it's pretty straight. Thanks to Brian. Spotting space down the right hand side. Big tackle on him and Marius Lowe. The ball comes loose. And ball still coming loose. I'll go back for the penalty. Offsides is the call. Just call the game, Rev. This is draining. This is draining stuff having to watch this. Dragons gonna go to the corner once again. Final substitute of the game will be Xana du Plessis on for Australia. That's an interesting sub. We've just put on a utility back for our flank. So that's an interesting sub to have. Now Lars looking to go all the way coast to coast. Edel van der Merwe going to Kieran Horn. Kieran Horn kicks it ahead. Angus O'Brien is retreating and a lot of pressure. He wants to try and run, but there's not too many options. Kieran Horn does make the tackle. Hickam and Vaker's there. Ah, oh, come on. We've got absolutely no reward for the breakdown whatsoever so far. Ah. As I was saying, Lions have played Worcester in, but now they're training. So now what? I don't know. We were scheduled to actually play the Dragons. If you you search it, it suddenly says we're playing against the Dragons. I actually got no idea what's going on there. Last minute of this game, thankfully. Flat ball there. Just defends near. Ah, Xander Duplessis. That's so poor. That's so poor. And they're going to score. Ah, what a terrible way to finish the game. Goodness me. Well, we're going to call it there, people. It was a tough watch. It was a very tough watch. But it is the end of a... it is the end of the rugby weekend. And a Lions side who, yeah, I think just looked very over it, to be perfectly honest. Have to see it right at the end. It's not really going to matter. Because, yeah, they're still 8 points behind. They're still 10 points behind. So they don't have to kick off. They're able to maybe find game with themselves a 5. But unfortunately, I've actually got better things to do, to be honest, than to watch the final minutes of this. So please do smash like a video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. And we will see you guys next weekend. We'll be live throughout the week, though, for some cool shows. We wrap up the Springbok season and sort of review exactly what happened internationally. Thank you for all the company throughout the weekend. And we'll see you guys all very, very soon.